Isn't that pretty? That's just pretty. This Trident Z Royal gold-plated RGB memory. Ah, look at that. You can see a reflection and you can see my bald ass head in there. That's going to look so cool in the computer I'm doing next. This is an RGB tutorial. Covered the other stuff. Alright? The 4-pin headers, the cheap Chinese stuff. Next, well, I guess we have to do the programmable stuff and the stuff you can synchronize. And, well, the best candidate for that is the Corsair stuff. And we're going to have the Corsair K70 going on here. Of course, you got to have some Corsair LL120 fans. Some Corsair LED Lighting Pro addressable strips. And Corsair Commander Pro. Yeah, this one's going to be fun. This one is the final tutorial, and it's going to be for my son. Sean was first diagnosed with autism probably back when he was 3, I believe. Yeah, 3. And, we kind of, noticed some signs and things that he would do that would make us, think that, there's something going on with him. And we had him tested, and yeah. And I used to have a arcade game at my house that I built. It was an old Player's Choice 10 arcade cabinet. And I used to play it all the time, all kinds of games, all the time. Of course, PACMAN, Miss PACMAN, things like that, and Frogger, and what have you. And Sean would just love to come in and watch me play, and he would learn, and then every once in a while I'd put him up on the bar stool, because I had like a little bar stool there on the arcade cabinet to sit on, and I'd let him play, and he'd just play and play and play. He'd actually kind of memorize what I did. Kids with autism are like that. They're really good at memorizing stuff, and he'd memorize these patterns and stuff. And well, back when he was 4, he wasn't that good at it, but he'd love to play. And that year we went to Lafayette, Indiana for the 4th of July. And it was something different for Sean, and he just pretty much the whole trip he cried and cried and cried, and it was because it was something different for him. It was he was out of place, he wasn't at home, and I didn't know how to calm him down. And I was like, we got to do something about this. He's just kind of ruining the vacation, because he was just always just kind of unsteady. And I remembered, hey, he just loves Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man and stuff like that. Maybe I can find something. So I searched all over Lafayette for an arcade place. And I finally found one that had a Miss Pac-Man machine. And I walked my little pal over there. It was actually pretty close to the hotel we were staying at, and I walked him in there and set him up on the stool in there, and that just calmed him down. And he played and played and played. And so we went over to Indianapolis at one of the gaming places there, and I bought him a little handheld Nintendo, whatever it was at the time, whatever, little Nintendo handheld, and a little Pac-Man game. And for the rest of our vacation, he was fine. He'd just play and play and play, and he didn't really seem to mind, everything that was going on around him. And it was then that I realized, like, aha, he just is forever going to be a little Pac-Man freak. You know, he loved it. And so all of his life, he's collected Pac-Man stuff. All kinds of Pac-Man games, all the systems. He's got his own arcade machine. If you look on my YouTube channel, you can actually see his arcade machine that I built for him. And, he's collected, Pac-Man plushies and wow, so much Pac-Man stuff. If you look on the intro for that Sam & Max Cool W case with the RGB tutorial, you'll see some of his Pac-Man stuff. That's probably about, I don't know, I guess a fourth of it. He's got so much stuff. He's got blankets and pillows and clothes and blah, 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 everything. And since he loved Pac-Man so much, I knew that, when I was going to upgrade his computer, that had to be Pac-Man, And so I got my buddies up at the Autumn shop there to do some painting for me. Normally I'll do the painting myself, but his is a customized color, And so we're going to do a, custom paint job on his case. And if you look on the builds.gg website, in the gallery there, you'll see how it's progressing so far. I don't have it done yet, but we'll get to that. I suppose by the time the rest of the videos are done, you'll see how it all comes together. But it's a little Pac-Man themed one, and that's what we're going to do with this Corsair stuff. Bring it all together, and it's going to be pretty complex. So there's probably going to be some other stuff that's thrown in there too. I've got stuff like this too, some Fantech addressable RGB that will plug into the headers of the case, because the case is RGB as well, and the Fantech stuff is what's compatible with it. I don't really have it planned out 100%. I kind of know what I'm going to do with it. The motherboard I got has got the addressable headers. It's got the 4-pin headers. So this has got the, the 3-pin addressable here, so I can put this on the motherboard too. I'm going to try to pretty much match my concept with it, and we'll see how that goes. But stay tuned here and watch, and we'll go over all this stuff, hooking all this stuff up, making it all work, and especially the Commander Pro here. I think a lot of people would like, well, how's this work? And I actually had to go to the Corsair forums and ask the guys just to verify my parts list here that I needed for everything. This should be a pretty fun build, so I hope you guys all enjoy this. This case so far is just looking amazing, and I haven't even put it together yet. Just the case exterior is just amazing, and this is probably going to be my best build ever, and it has to be my best because, it's for my boy. So I'll see y'all when the build begins. Bye, guys.